So let me ask you, the cows and the chickens and the pigs, that's who you're worried about when they're murdering human beings down the street at the abortion clinic? You're here arguing for the food that we eat when they're just slaughtering people down the street. Don't you think you should be arguing for something that's a bit more important? Don't you think that the abortion clinic is something that we should establish first? You're here worried about the animals and the feathers and the skins and stuff when they're just killing babies down there? Doesn't that just seem a bit ridiculous? Why am I not allowed to be here arguing for animal rights? Is it that if I support animal rights, I don't support human rights? Because that's just not true. Animal rights activists tolerate less violence and they embrace human diversity. To think that I'm not arguing for equality between all just seems ridiculous. I mean, animals are beings. They have feelings and they suffer just like humans do. I mean, they have a nervous system, they feel pain and just like we do, instead we torture them, and that just seems so ridiculous. And we put them on a scale, and what, are we allowed to torture them because they're dumber, because they don't fit on the intelligence scale that we as humans have thought of? That's just ridiculous. And or are you saying that you do want everyone to be treated the same and that you want to argue a utilitarian point of view? I mean, if we're going to do what's for the greater good by killing animals for people, I'm sure there have been a few cases where killing one person would save a lot of people, but that's considered immoral. And our morals are just what we have created and what we deem acceptable, and we deem it acceptable to just torture animals who don't have a voice and can't say anything. I'm not here saying that human rights aren't important, but I think animal rights definitely need to be established, and there aren't a lot of people arguing for it, so that's why I think it's important to argue for animal rights.